Hello everyone, my name is Marisol Schulz. I'm the General Director of the Guadalajara International Book Fair in Mexico. And first of all, I want to thank everyone involved in the Taipei International Book Fair for this invitation, and of course, everyone involved in this forum of the Spanish language market. I hope everything goes smooth for you, especially after the horrible year that we had last year, 2020, in which all of the people who organize book fairs had to go in a digital way. That was the same for our book fair last November. Well, first I want to introduce our book fair, what we are, and then I will take some minutes to speak about the language market, the Spanish language market. The book fair, the Guadalajara International Book Fair, is organized by the University of Guadalajara. It's the second largest university in our country, in Mexico, and also Guadalajara is the second largest city in Mexico. In Guadalajara, we have 8 million population from different areas. It's like a cosmopolitan area, and it's the second largest city, as I tell you. Well, after 34 years, it was founded in 1987, Guadalajara International Book Fair, the Guadalajara International Book Fair, we name it FIL Guadalajara, is the most important meeting point for book professionals in the Spanish language world and a growing market in other languages. For instance, before the pandemic, in 2019, we have the visit of publishers from 48 countries, different countries of the world. Not only people speaking Spanish, but from every single continent. And of course, we received a very important delegation from your country, from Taiwan, and we thank you for that. Every year, we have more than 2,000 publishing houses coming to the exhibition area. We have an exhibition area divided in national, which is the Spanish language market, and international. And it's in a very huge exhibition area, in a very professional venue, the Expo Guadalajara. So every year we have more than 800,000 visitors coming annually. We organize over 600 activities during 9 days, which is the duration of the book fair. And it's not only directed to the book professionals, it's a book fair that since the beginning, since 1987, was considered a book fair for the general public, for people to attend the book fair, and 3 days especially for the book professionals. Over 600 activities take place during the 9 days of the book fair, as I tell you. And we are considered one of the most important literary festivals and cultural festivals of the world, at least the most important cultural festival in our country, and one of the most important literary festivals of our continent. It's in this context that FIL Guadalajara welcomes every year a guest of honor, which plays a strong role in the cultural and literary book fair activities. Since the beginning, we thought, people that were there, thought of directing the book fair to the librarians of the United States of America. As you know, we are in the border, south of the border of the United States, and all of the libraries in the United States have to buy books in Spanish. It's the second largest language spoken in the United States. So since the beginning, we organize forums, we organize meetings for these librarians that come to Guadalajara to buy books, to buy catalogs in Spanish. But it was the beginning, and then we have been adding not only librarians from the United States, but from every single country. The literary presence, we have, as I told you, a very important literary festival with more than 600 authors coming from many parts of the world. Of course, we have much more authors and much more participation in our country, in our language, in Spanish, but more than 600 authors go to take part in conferences, in dialogues, and book presentations. In these events, we aim to have the general public, and also we have a lot of media coming to the book fair. More than 3,000 journalists come to our book fair every year to cover the book fair. The literary presence is complemented by the publishing professionals collectives who receive special attention in order to guarantee their presence and to benefit major business opportunities. And as being part of a university, we also have a strong academic program of more than 30 conferences, meetings, symposiums, etc., where people go to see the most important thinkers of the world. This program permits also to create long-term relationships among the University of Guadalajara and people in other countries. Since, let's say, 2013, I think it was the first time, we have a program in science as well. Not only academic part, which is in different areas, but also in science. So during 9 days, we are open to the public, just 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The book fair is closed to the general public, and it's you can only enter with your credential as a book fair, book professional. The participation of the book professionals, they come from, as I say, more than 40 countries, and every year, except for 2020, we have the visit of 2,000 book professionals. And when I say book professionals, of course, I am referring to not only to editors, not only to publishers, not only to translators, but also to literary agents. We have a strong presence of literary agents. We have a literary room, and right center. Sorry for my English, and sometimes it is difficult to be fluent in another language. So we have the right center with 140 tables where literary agents from all over the world come and make and stay there for business opportunities. So that's a very important part of the book fair that is also been growing lately. These 9 days we are from 5 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but the rest of the week we are open to the general public, as I told you, and we receive people from all over Mexico, but not only from our country, also from many people come from the United States just to be part of the book fair, to go there to buy books. We have the exhibition, and we can buy books from every single country that is participating in the book fair. We also have some cultural activities during those 9 days. Mainly those activities are provided by the guest of honor. So when I say cultural activities, I mean we have concerts, we have music, we have dance, we have visual arts, we have performing arts, we have theater, we have a stage, and that happens not only in the venue where we organize the book fair, but also in some other venues of the city. There's a part of the book fair that I want to tell you, which is very important, and it's also been growing, which is Fil Niños. That's why we call it, how we call it in Spanish. And Fil Niños is the part of the children's area. The children's area, which is aiming to be a very important part of our book fair for reading promotion. And in Fil Niños, in the children's area, we received the visit of almost 200,000 kids that come not only with their schools but also with their parents during the weekends. And we organize, as in many other book fairs, workshops, but also concerts, but also cultural activities directed for the younger audience. We also have some activities for the young adults, and that happens during those 9 days of the book fair. So far, and after 34 years, we are recognized as the most important book fair in the Spanish language market. We are, because of the business that people do there, because what we offer to the book professionals, and because of the way people that come to Guadalajara benefit from what we organize. So in many ways, we have become the most important book fair in our language, and one of the most important book fairs of the world. Recently, the International Publishers Association in a paper said that the Guadalajara International Book Fair is among the 5 most important book fairs of the world, which is an honor that we are honored with that. And talking about that, last year, which was a very rough year for everyone, we received a very important recognition, a very important prize, the Princesa de Asturias Prize in Communication and Humanity. It's a very important prize that is given in Spain, and it's the first time that a book fair is recognized with that prize. It's the first time a book fair receives a recognition of that level, so we are very happy with that. Well, regarding what we have been doing, we started having a guest of honor since 1993, and we have had the visit of many countries: Colombia, Venezuela, Canada, Argentina, Spain. Not only Spanish-speaking countries: Brazil, Canada, the Quebec culture, the Catalan culture, also Israel, Portugal, which they speak Portuguese. We have a strong relationship with the Portuguese, but it's a different language. Italy, the city of Los Angeles, Germany. So for us, it's a very important presence. In 2019, we have India. And last year, because of the pandemic and because we had to cancel the presence of the book fair, we didn't have anyone. We had the commitment to have Sharjah, the Emirate of Sharjah, but together with the authorities of Sharjah, we decided that Sharjah is coming back in next year, 2022. Okay, so more or less what I am telling you about the book fair is that, well, it's a very important book fair located in a fairground, Expo Guadalajara, which is an ideal venue for us. They say it's the most modern venue in that kind, the most modern convention center in Latin America. And it's a place where we can display everything, where we can display not only all of the exhibition of the book exhibit, but also where we hold all of the program, the literary program, and the most important program, where we have the kids' place as well. Well, it's a very important place to have a book fair. In the book chain, we have many forums as well, many encounters directed to the book chain, to people that form part of the book chain. And of course, one of the most important part of every single literary program are the writers. We have had the most important writers in every single language. We have had the visit of many Nobel Literature Prizes, people from not only Spain, José Saramago, from Colombia, Gabriel García Márquez, who used to live in Mexico, Mario Vargas Llosa from Peru, who comes very often. But also we have had the visit of different writers, different authors of the most important authors of the world. So we are happy that we have been receiving these kind of figures, and of course the guest of honor has a very important part in this special program. Well, that has to be with the book fair. Now I will change to the Spanish language market, which I will just refer very briefly. The Spanish language market is growing, as everyone knows, because the Spanish is a language spoken by almost 500 million people around the world. It's the native tongue of 21 countries, not only Latin America, not only Spain, even countries in Africa, and as you should know, is the second largest language in the United States. People think that by 2060, more or less, it will be the most important, the most important language spoken in the United States because of the growing population there. And it's a language that is spread around the world. So even though it's not the same as the Mandarin, as the Chinese, we don't have the same name, the same number of people talking in this language, but it's spread around the world, and that's the importance of the Spanish language. That is also why we are so important also in the market, in the book market, because if you, for instance, publish a book in Spain, you can sell it in 22 countries. Latin America used to buy books from Spain. We used not to publish that much, but Spain was the main provider, and these things have been changing lately. I mean, lately more and more publishing houses coming from all over Latin America and of course Mexico are really selling books not only in their countries but also to Spain. And there are many obstacles in our market, and one of them is that not all of the books can be bought in all of the countries. It's a very difficult situation. The market sometimes it's a very small market for every single country, and books don't travel as much as they say the writers travel. So it's something that we need to figure out how to solve, and that's part of a solution that is not only given by a book fair but also by the publishers and by the general public. And I can tell you it's a growing market. It's a market that is growing in importance, and you can see that every time if you come to our book fair. It's just a very simple reference what I'm doing of the Spanish, because of course it's not really my expertise, even though I've been a publisher for many years. But I can tell you that the most important the most important meeting point for this market is certainly the Guadalajara International Book Fair. So I would be very happy if every one of you could come this year. We hope everything goes smooth. We hope we can overcome this pandemic, and I hope I could see you there. I could see you in Guadalajara this November. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for your patience. I'm sorry for my English is not my first language, so I hope everything goes wonderful for you, and I wish you all of the success. See you.